Hi, I'm Tim Norris, CEO of Ag Info Tech in Gambier, Ohio. We're a precision ag company, and I'm out here at the National No-Tillage Conference in Indianapolis, Indiana. And one of the unexpected benefits that I saw to AutoSteer was the ability to use it in no-till environments where we could actually help with residue management. And I'd never really thought about why a no-tiller would need RTK. A lot of people, if they were no-tilling, we'd kind of lean them towards an OmniStar signal or something, 2 to 4 inch, that's accurate enough. Until one day, one of the growers came up to me and he said, "I want to buy 3 of these RTK systems." I said, "Well, you're mainly for no-till. Why do you need that level of accuracy?" And he told me, "Got a couple things that I really want to try to do, and I think this level of accuracy could help." He said, "One, I have an awful problem with the corn stalks and then not planting onto that corn stalk. Anytime I get the planter into the corn stalk, I lose seed to soil contact. We don't get as good of a stand, and it just doesn't perform the way I want to." So what he wanted to do was plant his corn with RTK, then come back and put it on both of his bean tractors and plant his beans with RTK as well. He wanted to nudge that line over 7.5 inches and plant right beside that old corn stalk row. And a couple of the things I warned him about is I'm not sure how that's going to work because of planter drift. So we kind of talked about it and we put our heads together and we decided as long as he plants the field the same way every year, he's going to be going the same distance or same direction. The planter should drift the same amount, and it worked out and held very true. And one of the areas that he was concerned about was mashing down that extra row of soybeans with his grain snout if he got off. So he was actually, with RTK, he was able to plant 7.5 inches from his row, and so he had a bean row on each side of the corn stalk. In a lot of the cases, the corn stalks were still standing after he went through it with the planter. Which was really interesting because it didn't even bother the stalk. But more importantly, when it came time to harvest, he was able to guide that combine with RTK and go right down the row without actually getting or knocking over one of the rows because that divider was going right between the right row and not destroying any crop. So definitely a huge payback that we hadn't even considered with RTK.